got 17 kids.
No, I got 5, but listen, that's the limit, right? I think you should figure out a new thing to do. Y'all got a TV, right? Yeah. I watch TV every once in a while. DVR is crazy. It's a new thing. You don't know they got this. It's called DVR. You can video stuff.
We are back at By Terrebonne Distillers, and we got a new little setup here going on. Not new, just for tonight. We got a couple of extra guests. We're still between the barrels, kinda. This week we had the South Louisiana Veterans Outreach fellas here. Y'all got a very nice program, and thank y'all for being here.
Thank you for having us, brother.
Really do appreciate y'all coming, and we'll start it off like we do every week. Who are y'all, and what do y'all do?
All right. I'll start. My name's Clay Duplantis. I'm on the board. We're all on the board for SLVO.
Okay.
Basically, around here, I work for Edward Jones, but on the side, we kind of all work together to try to help the veterans around here.
I'm Brok. I'm the president of the organization. I work in the oil field, offshore.
I'm Dex Martin. I'm the treasurer of the organization. I also work in the oil field, and about a year and a half ago, we've all some buddies came together with a very good idea, and we kind of started putting one foot in front of the other, and here we are.
And that idea was South Louisiana Veterans Outreach, right?
Yeah.
So you're all board members of this.
That's right. So at first, I think the organization was to start to have a communication platform for veterans to reach out and say, hey, look, man, I'm going through some things. I just need to talk. I need somebody to hang out with, whether it was to grab a beer, go fishing, cook out, whatever. And I think we quickly seen that all the issues that veterans were having was just revolving around money.
Right.
Whether it's paying your mortgage, paying your cell phone bill, rent, utilities, truck payment, buying groceries for your kids, medical payments, anything.
Holiday presents.
Holiday presents.
We got a holiday season coming.
So I mean, that's what we seen that the veterans in the community needed.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it wasn't just about money. I said it earlier to someone in there. It's not just about giving people money. Everybody's got money issues, right? I think everybody, but for veterans specifically, I know most people have heard the statistic: 22 veterans a day commit suicide in the United States, right?
It's a horrible statistic.
And we can't control everything in the United States right here in South Louisiana, but we can affect it locally. Right. And what he's saying is about giving money is because if a veteran does have PTSD, he's depressed, or he's having some issues, he has no one to go talk to, we need to immediately, money should not be on the table of things to kill yourself.
Correct.
To commit suicide.
Shouldn't have to worry.
Right,
about
you shouldn't have to worry about your mortgage payment, your children are not eating, or something's going on. So that's where I think, as a country, there was no immediate way to get help. Right. And I think that was the catalyst that kind of drove where we are now from where we started.
That's right. That is right.
Y'all are somebody these guys can reach out to, or guys and girls, these veterans can reach out to, say, hey man, I'm having an issue, whatever it might be.
So I'll tell you a story that we helped our veterans. Oh, I would like to say that all the veterans that we do help, we're not here to grab any PR. We won't say any veterans' names. We won't take pictures. We won't post that on our Facebook page. Right. I mean, because it's
just from the heart.
It's just from the heart, right. So for a guy, any guy, not just a veteran, to break down and say, hey, I need help.
Right. Yeah.
That's a big step.
A man in general to say, I need help.
So we never want to publicize that whatsoever. So
safe place. A safe place to go.
That's right. So one story, back when we first started, a veteran reached out to us, and he had some driving issues. He had some driving tickets that got his license suspended, and he's a truck driver.
Sure.
So without a driver's license, you can't drive your truck, right?
You can't feed your family.
So, man, look, I sat at this guy's kitchen table, and he was feeding his kids hot dogs.
Yeah.
No bun, out the microwave, and that's all they had.
Right.
I got in touch with his employer. I talked to his boss personally, and I said, look, I'm with South Louisiana Veteran Outreach. We're going to take care of his traffic violations that was in other parishes. And I want a written confirmation from you that as soon as his driver's license is issued back to him, that he's cleared to drive. So he said, look, man, if you get his driver's license back to him to where it's not suspended anymore, he's good to go. In writing. Handed that to him.
Nice.
So we're talking to the DA's office and other parishes trying to get these tickets paid for. We ended up getting the tickets paid for. We paid them directly, and now he's back working and back feeding his family. And
That's good.
that's just
So that's it. It starts with helping one person, and then it just a snowball effect. You know why else? Because that guy is going to try to maybe pay it forward any way he could.
That's right.
Helping the next person. You know?
That's right.
A lot of the gents and the females that we help, they reach out and they want to help us. They say, look, next event, whatever you guys have, they feel obligated. Like, I have to.
That's right.
When we first started out, we were the Houma Veterans Outreach.
Wow.
Not even a month. We had wives and girlfriends hit us up on Facebook. Please talk to my boyfriend. Please talk to my husband. So right then and there, it wasn't Houma no more. So that's when we moved to South Louisiana.
That's right.
Because, I mean, y'all all veterans, correct?
Yes.
That's heard.
Yeah.
All veterans. Everybody on the board is, you said. And, I mean, I can only imagine the things that y'all have to go through, but a lot of times people might not know who to go talk to, right? And,
That's right.
And, I mean, even as a normal person, it could be hard for somebody to say, "Hey, man, I'm struggling a little bit."
And look, man, that's a big step for anybody to say, hey, I need help.
But for y'all to have that reaching hand out and say, "Hey, look, we're here." Somebody is I guess what y'all trying to do is it's an easy place for somebody to go, "Hey, I know where to go talk."
Yeah, we're not trying
because
to
y'all
make,
can relate to them, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and we're not trying to be formal, and I think that's one of the things is why we want to host gumbo cook-offs, and we did the pandemic is because we need the public's help. We need everybody's help.
Right.
If you hear somebody
That's right.
say, "Hey, you need to go talk to one
Yeah,
of
I
these
know
guys."
a group of guys. that y'all can
SLVO.
just-
It's not important. We're not even going to tell. And
Absolutely.
if you heard of somebody, just say, hey, Clay, Brok, Dex, or whoever, can you guys maybe check in on this guy? I don't know his situation, but it seems like something might be going on.
Right,
that's right.
We're happy to go dig in because a lot of veterans don't want to talk about whatever's going on.
Correct.
So we need the help of the community to
right.
spread
the
what we
word.
do.
Hey,
And that's
here's
what
what
we
we
are.
are. Here's what we
And
need
see,
to do.
and a lot of times it's they don't want to open themselves up. They don't want to express themselves to non-veterans. We see that a lot.
And I can,
And even
I can
don't,
understand.
Don't
that.
get me wrong. We'll have that friction, even though we are veterans. They just, I guess, trying to open yourself up to anybody.
Yeah.
It's a big step. Big step.
Admitting maybe
Yeah.
you have a problem or you need help. Nobody wants to admit that. Nobody.
tough to-
Hey, look,
Nobody.
man. As a man, as men, it's kind of we're stubborn sometimes. It's kind of hard
Absolutely.
to
Yeah,
say
absolutely.
admit that you have a problem.
Where the organization started at was a friend of mine that I went to school with. He was a veteran. He committed suicide. So this guy is known by a lot of people in Houma. And I bet you not one person besides probably his mom, his dad, or something like that didn't see it coming.
Right.
Didn't see it coming. So in that moment, Dex and I and Jory as well, Jory Camille, he's our vice president.
He's I met him Saturday.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was there.
Yeah.
He was there.
We've that's initially why we started this, because in everybody else's eyes, he was on top of the world.
Right.
You
You
look
know,
fine on the outside.
That's right.
It's,
And-
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So, I
you
mean-
never know what's going on in somebody
Exactly.
inside.
So I mean, if he had the confidence in saying, "Hey, I can reach out to somebody.
Right.
I can reach out to this organization and just to talk, man."
Right.
That's if that's what it takes to save just one person's life, I think our mission is complete.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we build relationships by hanging out with people,
That's right,
and
right.
we're not trying to be some like stiff organization where people don't want to approach us. That's why we want to do stuff like this, where we're drinking whiskey and hanging out. Like,
Just look like
I
normal
don't want to go
people.
talk to
Yeah.
some dude that I don't really know. Like,
Right,
we want
but
to
I
make sure
gotta-
that we're like out there, kind of talking to people and doing the things that young vets that are really struggling want to come talk to us if something's going on.
Because you're not reaching out to necessarily the older guys or anything like that.
Those happen,
I mean,
you know,
but
but-
they do happen. But you know, for the majority, it's guys at your age. Or
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is. I mean, that is a big majority. You know, a lot of the older guys that we do come in contact with, that after some kind of help, it's usually about physical labor, or
Yeah.
they just need some help.
Right.
Yeah.
A roofing
They just need
issue,
some
insulation
tools.
issue.
Yeah.
They want some young muscle. There's a police,
Right.
this and the
And
other.
that's good too. I mean,
So I mean, and look, we're just some average Joes, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have doctorate degrees. We're not trying to get in your life business. And along this whole process, we've had to learn for ourselves.
Yeah.
We've had to educate ourselves on whether it's VA benefits, educational benefits, or home loans, or whatever. So
That's right.
just so whenever we talk to other veterans, we can lead them in the right direction.
Well,
We never
the right
want.
answer, the correct answer is not.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Something like, oh, I think maybe you could do
Right.
this. And, no,
Exactly.
look, this
Yeah.
is what I know.
Look.
Maybe we can get you on a plan to help.
Just
you
the kind of guide
turn
people-
yourself
This
around.
is who you need to contact.
Yeah, right.
They'll put you in the best
Since
direction.
we've spearheaded this, we never wanted to be caught in a pickle. We never
That's
wanted
right.
to sound like we don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
So when I say we have to educate ourselves, and we never wanted a veteran to feel like, oh, they're just pointing me off on somebody.
Right.
Because
Veterans can smell
we-
bullshit. A lot
Exactly.
of people
Hey,
say
hey,
veterans
hey,
are great
absolutely.
at smelling bullshit,
Yeah,
and if
absolutely.
we're bullshitting them, then there's no way that they're going to want to come
Yeah.
to us.
And you want to guide the people in the right direction. You don't want
That's right.
give people bad
So-
advice. I mean, that's a natural.
That's right. That's right.
natural
So
human
whenever we're
instinct.
trying to direct them to be like, look, we're going to send you this person, this and the other, we want them to know, like, look, they went to school for this shit. They know
Yeah.
way more than we know, but this is where you need to go. So
Right.
as a liaison, or as a good channel, that's what the
That's the
persona
goal.
we
and the
that's the
mission
persona
of
we
it,
give
right?
them.
That's right.
Try
You
to
know,
steer veterans in the right direction
Sure.
to help them with whatever they're struggling with,
Yeah.
whether it be PTSD, alcoholism,
Yeah.
That's right.
or whatever, or maybe it's financial, whatever it is.
That's right.
You guys are there to help them out.
We will figure it out.
So you guys got a Facebook page,
Yep.
obviously. So if anyone's watching this at this time and they're like, "How do I talk to those guys?" They might seem,
So right now,
what's the best way to reach out?
on our Facebook page. So on our Facebook page is South Louisiana Veteran Outreach. Inside that Facebook page, we have a private group, SLVO. That's for veterans only, strictly. So
Nobody
anything
else.
can
Nobody
be
else.
said, anything can be talked about.
No outsiders.
So if somebody
No
wants to
outsiders.
come forth with whatever problem, it's just veterans.
That's right.
good.
There's no public, there's no businesses,
That's good.
there's nobody else that can
people
comment
who's been there,
besides
maybe,
a veteran.
maybe experienced what you did.
And
So
you can also
besides-
That's right.
private messages.
Besides
That's right.
the 5-6 of us, I mean, it's somebody who might have went through that, and we'll reach out to them and say, look, I got you.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, in the past, there's other veterans who've, in a position of hiring somebody. So they've came on that private page and said, hey, look, we're looking to hire somebody.
That's
we want to hire a
awesome.
veteran, right? So instead of publicizing to everybody on Facebook,
Right.
it's in that small veteran community.
Give them the chance first.
That's right.
It's vets
That's right.
taking care of vets, kind of like what you
100.
guys are trying to do, which
That's
is
really cool.
Yeah,
it's
so we're
awesome.
trying to do
That's
it locally,
100%.
and that's the
Because
thing.
actually, also in the beginning, besides paying a bill or a mortgage or this and that and the other, it was something as simple as I need a goddamn job.
Yeah.
I need a job.
Yeah, it's something to do.
I
Help
need a
you find
job,
something to do.
and
So look, one situation we helped out a vet. The veteran needed their car payment, right? Okay, so we kind of got into the story. Jory and I sat at the kitchen table. So okay, can you sell this? Can you sell that? I mean, what's stopping you? Because veteran didn't have a job.
Okay.
Well, look, let's
figure this out.
Let's figure this out. Let's go ahead and act in a positive way and say, look, let's go ahead and see what we can sell versus, hey, we need help.
Right.
Because
Stars falls.
only reason why, because there was no plan for next month,
Right.
Which is a big thing.
which is a
That's
big thing,
huge,
right?
man.
I need to set
Because
something up.
Because
You
you're not
can't
here to be
enable
a
people.
crutch, to be an enabler. of someone.
Exactly.
Next
Right.
month, we're in the same situation we were in this month.
And
that's right.
It's
So,
happening.
so if we caught up that veteran on the truck payment that month, and we paid 2 months, $1,400, say,
Right.
come the following month, well, if you still don't have a job,
Yeah.
well, did we just waste our $1,400?
Yeah.
We're
Or
back
we
where
didn't put it to
were.
good use?
You're not
Now y'all
looking
gonna
to
have to
support
spend
them.
more. Right,
you're
yeah,
just
we're
looking
not
to
trying-
help these people. And,
That's
and-
right.
and help
Absolutely.
them kind of make
So-
themselves better.
What we did was, inside that private group, another veteran reached out and said, hey, look, my wife is pregnant. She's looking to stay home and be a stay-home mom. There's going to be a job available. Do you know anybody? Guess what? We sure do.
Yeah, I know somebody.
Oh yeah, we do.
That veteran has been at that job for over a year now.
That's awesome.
Year strong.
So that's awesome.
That same veteran,
That's money good investing. That's money that you
listen to
do
this,
all the time, right?
that same veteran got another organization that she's involved with and donated to us $5,000.
Wow.
Yep.
So and that's the whole thing.
Paying it forward.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
You don't want to enable someone. If anybody has dealt with depression or mental health
Right,
issues,
yeah.
whenever you're down on your luck, you're not motivated, right?
Correct.
And we don't want to just give a veteran money and then they just
Hey, come
their
find me
bills
next
are covered,
15th, you know?
right?
Looking for a
We gotta,
handout
we
every
gotta,
week.
Exactly.
we gotta push them, and we talk about that on our, whenever we're talking to each other about what's going on. It's like,
Right.
okay, what have we done for this person before? What can we do? And we're trying to figure that out. We're not just trying to hand money to anybody.
Right.
You know?
You don't. I mean, if someone's reoccurring, it might be a problem, but you don't want someone to just keep
We're
going
not a
like,
bank,
hey, I
right?
could use
Month after month
SLVO
after month after month
every
after
month
month.
to say, hey, God, because they're good guys, and they're like, well,
Absolutely.
let's help them out. You know?
We
So-
want to
don't
help
wanna-
you, and if we can, we will help you. But we want you to help yourself.
You don't want
We're
them
gonna
depending on
make you.
just y'all.
That's right.
We're
That's
gonna
right.
make you help yourself.
That's right.
We
Yeah.
want you to be successful. You've had the tools. You've been taught these tools.
That's really
and
good.
it might
Yeah.
be 20, 30, some odd years ago. It doesn't matter. We're gonna bring it back. We want
That's
you
right.
to be successful again.
That's
And
right.
that's what
Yeah.
it comes down.
And it gives the person confidence. And,
Absolutely.
That's
and
right.
it helps them in more ways than just financial.
You're right.
That's right.
You are
You know,
you're so
it's-
right.
You get somebody doing something, teach them a trade or get them a job that they're happy in. Now they're just, their whole life was happy.
Right.
That's
and,
right.
And like being a veteran, like whenever you have people that are kind of down on their luck, some veterans, and I hate to say this, but they use the veteran term as a crutch.
That's right.
Oh, I'm a veteran. I had a guy tell that to me, and he didn't know I was a veteran. I'm like, yeah, bro, me too. Don't use that shit on me.
like
Yeah,
this,
don't use that.
Yeah,
We gotta
hello,
keep
can I get some
moving.
food? So people try to use
Yeah.
that as like a.
That's right.
as like
So
an extra
what we really
crutch.
strive to do is put the money that people's donated to us the best uses possible.
Right.
That's why whenever we do donate the money or the organization donates the money to these veterans,
Right.
we're not just handing said veteran, $5,000.
Right.
Right? Because who's to say that he would or she would spend the money
The way
on the way it's supposed to?
Right.
So that's why we're contacting the mortgage companies, their finance companies for their truck payment, insurance companies, their cell phone companies, utility bills.
That's good to know. Well, that's also
We're
good to know.
personally mailing these checks out.
You're
It's
making
good
a
to know
direct
the people
contact.
donating as well too.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
Everybody that's involved with SLVO, South Louisiana Veteran Outreach, there's no compensation. We don't get
Volunteer.
anything. None of the board members get anything.
Everybody got second job.
Everybody
real
got other jobs. The person
Absolutely.
that does our
Absolutely.
books, keeps us legal, keeps us all intact.
Right.
Uh,
Non-profit.
Yeah, because that was
Violence.
that was a little scheduling problem. We didn't know if y'all were gonna be offshore or not.
That's right.
Offshore here,
That's
offshore
right.
there.
Yeah.
So all that's all volunteered work. The lady that does our taxes, that's all volunteered work. So
That's awesome.
we have absolutely no overhead. That a way we can maximize our spending on veterans.
So all money donated is money you spending back.
That's right.
And that's the thing is how many businesses, I've worked for big corporations before, but how many businesses go to their employees and say, hey, we're going to donate to the American whatever or this. And it's like,
Yes.
if the South Louisiana businesses can get in touch with us, we are a legitimate business. We're a nonprofit.
That's
and
right.
everything they do goes to local veterans. Like,
We are-
I think
we
that
are so
that's what we're
transparent.
trying to do.
What
is
you want?
Let's get these
here we
local
go. Here it
businesses.
is.
Like if you're going to
This is it.
donate
We
thousands,
laying it out.
let's pump this to the local
Y'all
people.
are not trying to make money off of this. Y'all are
Not
not trying to
whatsoever.
profit off of this.
No.
Y'all are just good people trying to help
Not
people.
whatsoever.
Look
Look.
what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We like doing
We
this stuff.
joined the military because we were willing and able.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Why the hell would we not help everybody out? Because we are still willing and able. Some are not. That's who we want.
Yeah.
That's
right.
who we want to help.
That's right.
So we've already helped people who are like, you know what? I'm back on my damn feet. I'm ready to help. What do you need? Let me know. What's the next event? What can I sell? Can I walk around with tickets? What
That's
can
right.
I do?
That's right.
It's that one boost it's
Changes.
an
It changes. It
It's
changes
an
their whole.
infection.
So back to some of the other things you guys do, the fundraisers, y'all. Manny had kind of talked about the pandemic. Y'all just was able to do that. Unfortunately, y'all couldn't probably have as many people as y'all wanted out there.
That's right.
Y'all had a gumbo cook-off, right? Earlier.
In 2000, late November in
So
2019.
it's almost a year. So tell us a little bit about where y'all going with those, and what does the outlook look like 2021 for projects that you guys are going to do.
So the cook-off that we had in 2019, that was basically our first event, first fundraising thing that we've done.
And here we are.
8
public.
months as an organization.
8 months as an
8
organization.
months.
Not bad.
8 months. 8 months.
Not
So-
bad at all.
With the cook-off, I mean, we had so much great feedback from the cook-off. We raised close to 30 grand from the cook-off. We had
Good job,
42
guys.
teams sign up, 38 cook that day. We had 26 business sponsors. And I mean, the success, we had over 500 people show up. So,
Pretty sure we were there. We
I don't think we placed, but
yeah, so the success of it was just unbelievable. And, unfortunately, this year, couldn't do it again this year because of the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
But we was able to do the pandemic last weekend.
So that was really cool. So I
It was
was
really cool. So,
yeah.
A group
I was
of people-
involved a little bit in it. It was awesome.
a group of people wanted to see live music.
right.
So they got together and said, hey, why don't we put this event to a purpose? So their purpose was to, hey, how about we donate to South Louisiana Veteran Outreach?
Awesome.
Very nice.
Good purpose.
So with the pandemic, we actually raised from sponsorship, people donating and stuff like that. Pandemic itself raised close to $4,800.
that's awesome.
It was small.
Yeah.
And
That's
it was,
awesome
it was
in this
very,
time of where
very
no
was
one
small.
could
tight.
do
It was a
anything.
cool
Everyone's
gig
tight.
going
It was it had that little festival feel.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that many people
Intimate
there.
kind of
It was
band
very
setting.
intimate.
It
It
was
was
awesome.
nice, but
It was
went
very
live on Facebook.
surprising.
I heard y'all planning Pandemic 2 already.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah. So
It's
Next
happening.
month.
It's happening.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
It's
but
happening.
next month's
So
well,
on
here's
top
what
of the,
producer-
Let me know. I'm gonna go. I'll go
on top of
cook.
the $4,800 that Pandemic donated, we had T-shirt sales, hat sales, cup sales, and other people donating on Venmo. It was total was $5,800, so close to $6 grand
Man.
Wow.
on a concert that happened in somebody's backyard.
Like
Okay,
this.
just a pop up. Just a pop
Yeah.
up.
It was literally
So it
in
was
somebody's
really-
backyard.
yeah. So it was only like 5 weeks of planning.
There's too many people that were not there
Right.
to not have a part 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna
I
happen.
think it needs to be an annual
It's,
thing, to be honest.
So I think the plan is going to be we're going to evolve Pandemic around Independence Day
I love it.
and have
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
some kind of Independence Day concert,
Yeah.
Pandemic.
We need to
Type-
own. We need to
type
own.
feel.
We talked about it.
Honoring-
We need to
honoring
own
America.
July 4th.
I tell you what.
We need to own it.
Right.
Y'all could be
SLVO.
big enough.
We need to blow it up.
They used to have Bayou Country Superfest on Memorial Day. You know, that could be something.
right.
You
We
know,
just need to blow it up.
we could get y'all in Tiger Stadium. You know.
So they had
House band.
Wet Fingers, the Wet Fingers. They had the Knock New.
And the Wild Batu.
The house band. That's our house band.
That's y'all
Okay.
house band.
That's
Hey,
our house band.
That's our people,
hey,
bro.
I got
Shout out.
I got Casey listening to them. I was looking at washboards on Amazon.
Yeah. man.
So on top of Knock New, they had Jeff McCarty Band. They had Josh Garrett
Nice.
and Waylon Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
They ended it
Old
right.
school.
It was
It was,
there was a very surprise. You know, they
Very-
had
very good.
some bang at the end of it. You know?
Yeah. Nice.
So it was really cool. So and it's like when we talked about it, I was like, dude, we've got to make this big. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be.
So we're going to try to evolve that around Independence Day, have some kind of music festival.
Yep.
All right.
Tell you what,
See it
everybody
turn
likes
into
to.
a big thing at the Civic Center.
That's
where
right.
y'all throw it down.
That's right.
Veterans at the Civic Center. Everybody's flying flags.
That's right.
Fireworks going off.
That's
Could be
right.
Bad to the
There's
bone.
there's a few things.
We got a
that-
future guest coming up in a couple weeks, Dean Schwess, who runs the Civic Center. So
There's a few things that
that-
South
Then make it
Louisiana,
happen
we
with
make,
him.
hey, we revolve and make it happen. You know?
that South Louisiana loves, and that's one is music, two is food, and three is helping people out.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
what we do.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
That's right. So that's one event that we're in the plans of
Right.
2021. Coming in November, hopefully we can still have functions downtown. Our cook-off, gumbo cook-off.
Right.
We'll be cranking that off as well.
So that'll be next year, right? This year's already out because
This
of
year
the-
is it's kind of a wash.
Right.
So this year,
unfortunately, because of the stuff going on.
this year has actually been kind of crazy, right? So
I bet.
last year, man, we thought it was a success because we raised $30,000,
Right.
right?
Sounds like a success to
That's
me.
good.
This year we've raised more than $30,000.
Wow.
So this year we've got close to 37,000 that we've raised this year without even throwing the event, just a pandemic.
Just people knowing about y'all.
That
you know, getting
donation.
So we had donations. We started giving away hats and shirts and cups for donations, just to
Right.
have some kind of incentive for people to say,
Correct.
"Hey,
Yeah.
if you donate $25, you get a free hat or a free shirt or a free
sponsorship
cup."
package.
That's
I
right.
like it.
I like that a lot.
We had a few grants from the Bayou Community Foundation. They gave us two $10,000 grants.
Wow.
Beer Fest
Yep.
donated money to us, $5,000 at the beginning of the year.
That's awesome.
Auxiliary Club.
Auxiliary
Was that with
Club donated to us as well.
That's good. People giving back. People from here giving back to here.
That's
It's
right.
Like we were talking, it just keeps on going full
There's
circle.
so many things you never anticipated that, and when they come at you and when they contact you, it's like, oh man, it's you
It's
never.
awesome, huh? It's moving. It makes you,
That's
it's
right.
touching,
That's right.
man.
And
It
we
makes you
just
feel
thought-
like
and-
we're making a difference.
And we thought
That's
we
right.
were just going to be a social media liaison outlet as
Yeah.
far as
Somebody needs to talk.
somebody in depression and we just want to talk to you. We're going to come to your house, and next thing you know, here we are.
Yeah.
All this money's coming in, man, and it's like,
Well, that's good that
So
to
we've
see
we've-
people want to
yeah.
give back.
So
That's
we've been legalized, I guess, from June, July of last year.
yeah.
And since then, we've raised close to 67,000. And we've given away, donated to veterans. Like I said, and this money is going
100%.
directly to help veterans
Their
pay their
cause. Not
their,
to
their
the
cause.
veteran.
Not to the veteran,
To what they need paid for.
to
which
what
is
they need
I
paid
like.
for.
This is here, home of Thibodeau Lafourche.
That's right.
South
Yeah.
Louisiana.
And I
We
think
had
it's-
to. We had to expand. We had
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And
We
that's
had
part
to.
of why we want, so the money that we get, it all goes to veterans. We do take some and make hats and some swag because it gets our word out there, but we get the money through donations after. And that's part of it is
absolutely.
getting our marketing
you have to
out
do
there.
that. You have to
Because
spend a little bit of money to make money.
I mean, you have
It's
to
in
do it.
any-
You have to do a little bit of advertising.
there is
Right.
business,
You're right.
even
You're
though it's
right.
nonprofit. There's business involved.
People donate all the time and they don't know where their money's going.
That's right.
There are people that are millionaires that run nonprofits, and it's like, why? If we can get the local businesses to donate to good causes,
Yeah.
I'm not even saying if it's not us, that's okay. But
Right, yeah,
let's
just
funnel it
something
to a
local.
local
Right,
cause,
something
and I think
local.
that's why.
And there's a few of them around here
Yeah.
that it's helping out just this community, which is.
And I think
what we like to
everybody
say.
everybody on the board, I think we really strive to stay local.
Well, I tell you what, if Chad and I, and Norm, from Spilt and Noah from Spilt Liquor Productions can help out in any way, let us know for
We're
sure.
there every time.
We're definitely there. And we do like to cook a little gumbo in a competition, so just holla at us when that comes on.
That's right.
We'll go throw that shit
Or if
down
we need to
for
make
sure.
plate lunches.
That's right.
That's right. That last week.
Yeah, we make plate lunches.
Yeah, we can do all kinds of good
We're versatile over here. at Spilt
That's
Liquor
right.
Productions. I think we talked about. We asked you off camera, but how many of y'all are there?
So we have
together in
we
the
have 6
board of
people
this?
on the board.
Right.
Myself, Dex, Clay. We have David Rodriguez, William Johnston, and Jory Camille.
Is William the guy I met that has a mullet and makes honey?
Yes.
Yes.
That's my boy right there.
He has a mullet. What?
He makes his own
He
honey.
does honey.
Dude's awesome.
You know what?
Shout out.
I didn't go to the pandemic, but I was told we were going to get some cool honey tonight.
Yeah. Apparently he had to go offshore.
Where the honey at?
Unfortunately.
Offshore life, man.
All right, because my old lady was like, "You bring him some honey, bro." She heard Manny tell me about the honey.
Yeah, my boy showed me a video. He had like a whole thing of jalapenos soaking in some honey. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that looks
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Hey, look, let me tell you.
His honey makes a damn good old Paul with honey.
With the honey.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
William?
He's going
Next
full
time
throttle.
you come in, Bo, you need to drop off some money.
Oh, he's going
good,
full
man.
throttle with it, man.
It's
He's,
good.
he's got
Really?
the honey.
I need to make a
he's
drink
got-
with some of the local honey.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Spicy honey, black coffee.
Yeah,
you
that
put,
little
you put his honey in the
like you was
coffee.
talking about.
Yeah.
What he's doing? He's also doing like
So he has
beeswax. He's going.
He has a hot
all the
honey
way.
and a jalapeno honey. That hot honey, bro.
Good.
You gotta make a
Bro,
new
I'll put
name,
that on
though.
honey.
You gotta
That
make
ice
a
cream.
name.
Biscuit. Thought that, huh?
Biscuit, ice
Only a
cream,
Cajun.
Boom.
Ice cream.
Like that? Oh yeah.
Like that, boys. Bam, bam. All right, so there's 6 of y'all. That's awesome.
So when somebody approaches us,
That's what we're talking about.
When somebody approaches us and asks us for help, so the way we go about it is, so we all have a group message together because it's kind of impossible for all of us to get together in the
Correct.
same room
Right.
every time somebody reaches out and needs help.
Not
yeah.
one person could answer
Whatever.
Yeah.
this statement.
Y'all
or
make
this
that
question.
y'all make the decisions as a group, right?
As a group.
Yes.
So
The 6
just
of you
because
vote.
I'm the president, he's the treasurer.
Your
or-
vote counts for 2. You told me earlier, but they don't know that, right? I'm sorry, guys. He was
You
telling me
talking
earlier.
Yeah.
He said you talk. I'm for 2.
Yeah. So
I'm just messing.
so everybody has the equal
Right,
voice in the and I mean I don't think we've all voted no for anybody, you know. So
I mean,
anybody
you're looking to help people. I mean,
That's it.
someone coming in with a story that's like, man, tugs at your heart. You're like, hey, man, let's
That's
help
right.
these people out. How you gonna vote for no?
But like you said before, you're not just giving your hand out.
No.
I mean, you kind
We
of
wanna
said off
see-
camera a little tough love sometimes. You know, you
We
want
want
to
to
help
help.
people out.
We want to help you as long as you want to help yourself.
That's right.
Right.
And if not, we're gonna make you help yourself.
That's right.
It's not. This is not
you're not
free
just gonna
money.
turn their
This
back
is
and
other
be like,
people's money.
hey, go try to find somebody else. Hey, look, God, this is what's going on. This is
Yeah.
what we need
Yeah.
to help.
That's
you.
There's
right.
so
Well,
many people.
We can't be a bank. We can't have somebody
No.
coming back to us when we're trying to help another veteran.
There's so
and
many
they're-
people trusting
you know?
us with the money they gave us.
Right.
We have to do it right. We
And
have to
defend
make
the
sure
people, correct.
everythest gonna happen, or
And
the
there's
best
so
foot
many
is going
people
forward.
out there that needs help, like you said.
That's
I
right.
mean, you might have to help somebody else out.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do is find those people.
Yeah.
And that's why we try to keep our administrative costs as low as we can. So right now, all we spend for that overhead cost is a PO box, $175 a year. That's it.
That's it. To get a mailbox.
That's it. So that's why we don't have a website, because
Right.
who
'Cause it
does it?
costs money.
Because it costs money.
Right.
So
Facebook's free.
Facebook's free. You know, they can message us through Facebook, get in touch with us through Facebook. You know, we have email address, phone numbers, all that through Facebook. Every single one of us has access to the admin on the Facebook page. So
It's out
if
there.
if one's not available, you have 5 others that can
helps
reach
there.
out.
Well, and it's, you know, we love that y'all went and fought for us and fought for this country and everything. And you know, it's terrible what happens to veterans when they come back. Like one of y'all mentioned, 22 veterans, you know, commit suicide daily. And that's just
Wasn't there
I mean,
it was a
unspeakable.
push-up challenge going on, right?
yeah. Noah told
22
tagged us all in
push-ups.
it.
Were y'all involved with that?
Appreciate it,
It's
Noah.
I'm not doing 5 push-ups now.
Y'all did a push-ups or no?
That's another thing going around, you know, when you want to do 22 push-ups and you nominate some other guys and do 20 push-ups, 22 push-ups. But
Can we get Manny to do 22 push-ups?
Man,
Did
look,
my
hey, look.
22 bands.
We can give him 22 days.
22 days?
22 days.
Yeah, leave me alone,
You know
man. I
what?
did my 22 challenge. Okay, it was rough. I blew out a shoulder. You know.
I'm telling you right now, I'm down for it. And if you could do the 22 push-ups, please go ahead and do it. But look, I don't look and I don't feel like I did this all them years ago. I'll give him a hell. I'll
You
give it
did the
hell.
push-ups,
I'll give it
so,
hell.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want me to get on camera and do it, we might have to edit. You know, we do a little here and there. You know.
Look,
me get my good
say a little,
Yeah.
I'ma
Tell me a
you
little story, a little
secret.
secret.
Little
Nobody's
secret.
listening, just us right now.
It's just us. I just did like 3, and then I got Norm to edit it all. Like, you just put it on.
Right.
The loop it. Yeah, yeah.
Just
County
change
really
the
only
shirt
does
every once in a while.
21. Salute.
Yeah, we got
Five.
nominated by Noah. Noah's over here ripping 22 push-ups in 2 seconds like it ain't nobody's business.
He
You
can
know
do a
what?
push-up in
He
like
was
5
making
times.
whiskey
Yeah.
in one hand and push-ups
Yeah.
with the other hand.
You know what?
Right there, actually,
I'm,
making the
I'm,
whiskey.
I'm proud of him and good for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think he should do some more for us.
That's what's going to do him in the camera.
You know,
we
just
broke bowls.
keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
That's
Now
right.
we need to do
That's right.
So, and this is what comes to my mind is, you know, I'm all about helping people. I know we talked about this a little bit, and Chad's one of my best friends. All these guys over here, and y'all now too. If somebody had a problem, Chad could come to me and talk to me.
Right.
No hands down, but I don't know what a veteran's going through. I mean, y'all guys have seen some stuff and experienced things that I don't know, and that's the main outlet that y'all are providing, right?
That's
I mean,
right.
it's not just we're gonna help y'all out and stuff like that financially if need be, but it's that reaching hand, it's that person that we talk to.
So I'll tell you a little backstory. So I joined the Army, and I actually signed the papers, or my parents signed the papers when I was in 11th grade.
Wow.
So I had a cousin of mine that joined the Army a year ahead of me, and he kind of gave me the idea of joining the Army.
Right.
So I knew I wasn't going into the workforce or going to college, so
Right.
I figured that was the best avenue approach for me. Joined the Army. I got two tours, one to Iraq, one to Afghanistan. Got out in 2011 and moved back to Houma. Been married for 11 years, got 4 kids,
Nice.
one on the way.
Congratulations, man. 5.
Cheers to
Welcome to the club. Man.
Nobody's ever told him to stop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Chad's got 17 kids.
no, I got 5, but listen, right? That's the limit, right? I think you should figure out a new thing to do. Y'all got a TV, right? Yeah. I watch TV once. A DVR is crazy. It's a new thing. You don't know they got this. It's called a DVR. You can video stuff now and watch it. Your boys will explain it to you, man. Anyway,
So I get out, and one of the things is, everybody prior to me getting out was, hey, go to the VA, try to get compensation for the stuff that you're dealing with, and this and this. And when I first got out, I'm like, man, look, I don't have a problem.
God.
I'm young. Everybody drinks till 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and
It's normal.
and wakes up and does whatever the next day, right?
Yeah, normal.
Me and Manny, but not anybody many other
Well,
people that we know. But
After quite some time, it was becoming a problem,
Right.
and it was becoming an issue. Drinking and the irritability, the depression, the anxiety, being out in public. So it was, look, man, I can honestly say that my wife and my kids saved me, saved my life.
that's awesome.
Without them, I'm not really sure that I can tell you that I would be in this chair today doing an interview saying, hey, we put together an organization that raised close to $70,000 and we donated helping veterans close to $30,000.
You would be in a position of helping
There's no
people.
way. There's no way. There's no
Just
way.
like yourself.
So, we go through the process of doing VA stuff, and I'm a 90% disabled veteran. I do suffer PTSD. I have back problems. I have neck problems, hip problems, ankle problems, knee problems, traumatic brain injury.
All beat up.
So it's not the physical wounds that hurt, man. It's the unseeable things that
Non-visible shit.
it's
You
the
look like a normal person, but nobody knows that.
Well,
like you
like
said,
talk-
your back's messed up, your hips messed up, your neck.
yeah, man.
It's
So
all-
it's and all it is
Talked
just
about your buddy earlier. Nobody.
That's
was,
right.
He was on top of the world, right?
that's right. So
It's silent battles.
that's it.
Yeah.
Silent battles.
And how do you deal with it?
Yeah.
There's no fucking manual.
No.
There's nobody saying.
Right. They don't give you that on day one.
Look,
Hey, here's the mess hole.
This
Here's
is
how you
step
do it.
one. This
PTSD.
is step two.
Right.
So look, my first deployment to Iraq, it was I was 19, 20, 21 years old. So I mean, I'm still a kid.
Right. Yeah.
I would have been dealing with that shit at 21 years old.
So
Crazy.
I'm still a kid.
Trying to figure out where to go out at.
My second deployment, my wife and I just got married prior to me being sent off. My son was just born,
You had re-enlisted.
so I got out and got called back in. Got called back in to come back in. So my son was.
We need you to come whip some more ass, basically.
Yeah, I guess. So my son was 2-3 months old when I left again for a whole another 13, 14 months.
Wow.
So when I come back, he had a mullet and walking. It was actually cool.
Kind of like a miniature man.
I hope he wasn't drinking as much whiskey as I drink.
breast
Might
milk.
have been. He was on breast milk, bro.
Right. So I mean, just that as a 23 years old, not seeing your firstborn son.
Yeah. Fucks with your head.
Yeah, man. It takes years off your life.
It's always added stress.
It's just adding. And dealing with PTSD and the stuff that you deal with over there. It's to a normal day person. Something that somebody suffers with PTSD. I'll look at something totally different than what somebody else will look at something. To be honest with you, I have nothing to stress about. Work, financially, home, marriage, kids, like nothing. There's nothing I should be stressing over. But it's just the small things in life that's just, it has to get done. It's almost like a life or death situation in my mind.
In your mind, but in regular terms, it's not really.
It's no big deal at all.
Yeah, it's kind of like just whatever.
Yeah,
Over dramatic reaction.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Normal everyday life, people stress out. On a day-to-day basis, I stress out.
Yeah.
Just like you said, over finances and who's doing what, whatever. But I mean, for that to be put like that, I've never heard.
Yeah,
it.
and
I mean,
what's
it's kinda
crazy is like you have veterans that we have this kind of zero fucks mentality,
Right.
where you've done this hurry up and wait is what we call it, where you got to get to the airport 3 hours before and you wait for 3 hours even though you're first one in line. We call it a hurry up and wait. You got to hurry up and get there, and you end up waiting for 3 hours. But veterans develop this kind of, I don't give a shit about this. But at the same time, it's all of this could be falling apart, and everybody's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
But inside, there's other battles that are going on that it's crumbling on the inside.
right.
That's the ones you're not talking about, because guess what everybody else cares about? It's the things that are going around. Your wife's like, oh, this, and you're inside going, I don't want to fucking deal with this, and this. I'm not in the mood, I'm like not happy right now. Oh, but why are you not happy? And you're like, fuck, I can't even talk to you about why I'm not happy.
I can't explain to you.
It's hard to do, and
It's
I think
hard to find someone you could talk to about it.
That's right.
yeah.
And that's where you guys come in.
until it's too late.
And we're not psychiatrists at all,
No,
but
but you know what? You've been through some of those battles.
Yeah.
You fought maybe some of those demons. So you've been in the battle. Hey, I needed somebody to talk to. Luckily, I have this guy, or he has this guy. And so now you are people, and the other three guys with y'all,
That's right.
that
That's right.
everyone can
And
talk
you
to.
just
Like,
said it.
hey,
You just said it until it's too late.
Until it's too
Don't
late.
wait until it's too late.
So look,
That's right.
I mean, I went into boot camp. Like, I didn't know anybody else was like kind of like how Brok and I did it, to where I went to the Marine Corps, and I had a Marine Corps recruiter show up at my house, and I didn't even tell my mom what I was doing. I had him show up at the front door. I said, Mom, I got a friend coming over. Need you to meet my friend.
cook some
That's my
food.
new friend today.
Yeah, meet my friend.
Make us some spaghetti.
Uncle Sam.
She answered the door, and it, man, look at him. Looking nice in his dress, Marine Corps blues, medals, everything. Walks in. Mom didn't know what's going on. And then finally I told her, I said, Mom, I just enlisted in the Marine Corps. And I was 17.
Shit.
17, I was graduating at 18. And they had no choice. I mean, they had a choice, but they had no choice but to sign the paper, and they cried. I mean, what are you going to do? What do you do?
Yeah.
I didn't know what I just did to them.
yeah.
I have a 17-year-old boy.
But I needed that. So, and I go to boot camp, and 62 guys, and throughout injuries and illnesses, we graduated at 58 guys.
Wow.
There's 8 of us alive today. I'm 34 fucking years old, man.
Damn.
34.
So most of your class was 34 years old, and there's only 8.
We had some guys older, some older
crazy.
cats and all, but
But the majority,
and over half of them were infantry, and they all died a glorious death in the battlefield. But some guys, had the plane crash death, and he got hit by a train, all this crazy shit. But I mean, we have a group text, and we all talk all the time, and a lot of it now is us and these other 7 guys and their wives.
Yeah.
right?
And the wives actually help us out so much, because we don't fucking know, man. And the Ys let us know what they went through and what they saw and how they felt, and it's just
It's normally the
it,
people
it
that
fucking it fucking sucks, man, because we don't know if we're fucking assholes. We don't know if we're being a fucking dick.
Right.
We don't know what the fuck we're doing because we're just doing it.
Right.
That's right.
And so when you talk to them and you hear from their perspective, you know, it's just.
And enlightens you.
That's right.
And there's probably somebody else that's going around saying that it's just them and 2 other guys or 3 other guys, and heaven forbid, you know, less than that. But it's just. It fucking sucks. So I mean, if you're willing and able and you can't help or you want to help, I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you want to help, man?
Right.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
And what you 3 guys are doing and what y'all partner us is badass. Y'all helping, and that's it.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all
appreciate
for
it.
doing what
Appreciate
y'all
your service
doing.
and what y'all
that.
doing now after service, you know?
Yeah.
Because this is another service, it's another calling.
That's right.
You're trying to help people in their worst
And
parts.
to be honest with you, doing this is helping me get through my stuff.
You're right.
Because, you know,
It's
I'm
very self-therapeutic.
You don't want to give up on yourself whenever you're doing stuff like
That's
this.
right.
Like you are.
Now people depend on you.
Help.
That's
Other
right. So,
veterans
I
depend
gotta
on
pull
you.
my shit together.
I'm
Yeah, it's
helping
like, hey,
myself, helping you. You know, help me help you.
that's
help
right.
me
And
help
I can tell you that I seen myself, my family elevate because of just doing simple stuff like this, man.
It gives you a sense of humility too.
That's right.
Like you're not going around like, oh, I do this or I do that. It's like I don't care. Just like Brok said earlier, he's president or we got vice president or whatever. We don't care. The titles, the ranks, the whatever's happening.
had to make fucking
none of it
titles. We had to make
matters
titles.
because we've all been through
That's right.
shit. You've been through shit. You've been through shit. Every person's been through shit. And it gives you a sense of humility when you're helping people. And I think that service to other people teaches you more about yourself and it humbles you.
That's right.
And I think
100%.
that's such an important thing that people need to take on, especially
It makes you-
nowadays.
it makes you
It's
inner
helping
feel
people.
good, man. It feels good to help people.
Every-
That's what I mean.
every
and
fu-
if you don't say it, you know, if you say no, you lying. It feels real good to help.
Feels
other people
really,
out, man.
really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really good.
Absolutely.
And it's not that you do it because of that. It's just it's a repercussion
It's
of helping.
you're right. It's a
That's right.
repercussion of your good deed. You're like, man, I did it because I wanted to, but man, that felt real awesome.
Well, hopefully we somebody out there is watching this today, and they can, or whenever this comes out, that somebody's watching this and reach out to y'all guys if they need help.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Don't be too
Because
late,
it's-
like my boy
it's
right
too
here
many.
said.
We've all had people that have passed away. I mean, I personally have several, Marines that I served with that have committed suicide.
I got a
During
couple of my
service
buddies
and,
that, same
and
thing.
after, and that's the thing that you got to try to stop. And it's like, how do you ask somebody? How do you ask? It's not about going to ask, hey, are you going to kill yourself? Like nobody wants to
Hey,
say
man,
that.
are you okay?
But it's about being a good friend and be like, hey man, if you ever need something, I'm here. You know, like you good? Like you got to get into those conversations that you normally wouldn't get in with people. Like you got
Some
a
people
best
don't even
friend.
want to get into it.
deep.
When's the last time you
deep.
went to your best friend and said, "Hey, man, you doing all right? Like for real? You like everything good?" And I think that we don't do that a lot, and we need to get better at it because if you got a best friend, when's the last time you asked them how they're really doing?
Right.
In your own way. It ain't got to be the way I do
Right,
it.
correct.
That's right.
But I think
Just
we
check
need to
on
do
you.
it.
Check on them. When's the last time you really
Yeah.
Chad,
Hey,
you
man.
doing
check
okay?
on us? You know what? My partner checked on me today and my family down the bay. And
You
go
okay,
to bed.
man?
Hey, man.
He was saying, hey, I'm going to go to
I like
bed. Don't need to
it. I
go
like
check
it.
on mom and dad. I said, no, they all right. I appreciate it. So.
No, you're right though.
Yeah.
Just
what you
to be approachable too.
Right.
Make sure you're
course.
putting yourself out there. Like, hey man, it's okay to come talk to me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
but we're all passionate, and it is very, very serious. But it's also something that we've got to take seriously. But we got to have fun too.
Right, you got to be
Gotta have fun.
approachable about
Gotta
it.
have
So
fun.
talking about being fun, I see a lot of white cups here. Earlier we had other ones. You guys are drinking what? The Manny Fresh?
Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh.
It's
Tell the
My boy
people out
drinking,
there.
my
super
boy over there
refreshing.
drinking bourbon and salami.
I was in the bathroom when y'all made that. I was in the bathroom, y'all made them.
Yeah,
They wanna give me
this
one.
thing is danger. That's what it should be called.
Danger. That's what it should be called.
It
Danger.
creeps up on you. Ever been hot?
And you drinking LA1, right?
Oh, the brown bottle.
The brown bottle on the rock.
The brown.
That was
The
my
brown
first
rock
drink.
he's drinking.
That's how Noah drinks his. All right, so we'll lighten it up a little bit. Favorite Cajun food, if you could only have one, each of y'all.
Ooh.
Gumbo with potato salad, man. Chicken and sausage gumbo with potato salad.
Like it.
That's it.
Solid one.
Dang, bro.
You put your
just took
potatoes.
mine.
You put
It's
your
okay.
potato salad
I'm
in.
in, dude.
Yeah.
I'll take the chicken and sausage gumbo. Potato salad, no mustard on the side.
On the side.
You lost me with the no mustard.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I say no mustard because my wife don't like mustard.
Okay. Man, that's thoughtful.
You're a good guy.
But look, you're not eating with her tonight. It's only you, brother. You want the mustard or not?
Put some mustard in there.
Nobody's watching
My wife
this.
don't like mustard, so I can't have the mustard.
Hey,
not in
there you
not in
go,
potato
bro.
salad.
There you go. You're a team player.
All right, so I think my all-time favorite Cajun meal is a chicken stew.
Yeah, baby.
Chicken stew.
I love chicken stew.
Wait, you put eggs in your chicken stew or no?
Eggs in the chicken stew.
Chicken stew.
And
man.
potato salad on the side.
I've grown to put even when they do a gumbo. I've grown to have people have eggs in the gumbo. So I've
Yeah,
grown
I'm
to
doing
it.
that too.
But a chicken stew.
Chicken
I like
stew.
chicken
Chicken
stew. That's
stew.
where I'm at.
Potato salad would be my last meal.
Yeah, let me tell you
on
something.
death row.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Wow. All right, so y'all all from Terrebonne, right? So y'all all play Pedro.
Oh yeah.
I'm from Berg and I played Pedro, but I was gone for 19 years. And I say Pedro, people were like, "Where are you, Mexico, man?"
I'm gonna put it right here.
I'm like, dude, I don't
Follow
know.
suit.
Follow suit?
I lost
Gotta
my
follow
skill.
suit.
Follow suit from Terrebonne.
I think you're the first guest that ever said that off bat.
God don't follow suit. If you don't follow suit, it's nonsense.
Well, he's right. He
That's
lives in Bayou
nonsense.
Blue. He's right there by. He's right
That's
there by
nonsense.
Lafouche.
Hey, I lived in Bayou Blue. I played follow suit.
No strategy whatsoever.
It's close.
No strategy whatsoever
No.
if you don't follow suit.
Everyone's cutthroat.
So that's how you learn.
Yeah,
But everybody's ambidextrous.
absolutely.
There's no
Okay,
strategy.
we got to wrap this up. We about to play Pedro. Y'all like to play Pedro?
Let's
Yeah.
Y'all
go.
got a little bit of time?
Yeah.
I'll stand on the side and get drunk off.
Hey, to
Gotta
each
watch
his
the Manny
own.
French, man. Well, we really do appreciate y'all coming out here.
Right on.
Like I said before, thank y'all for your service. And
Thank you for your
thank y'all
service.
for serving this Terrebonne Parish and South Louisiana with what y'all doing now. I really do
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
we like that.
Thanks.
So we really want to strive for anybody that knows a veteran to reach out, ask them if they're doing okay. If they need help, tell them that they can come to South Louisiana Veteran Outreach. We're here, we're present, we want to help, we want to give back, we want our community to give back.
And we will get back.
And we will give back. Like we said, 100% of the money donated to South Louisiana Veteran Outreach is going to local veterans,
South Louisiana veterans.
South Louisiana veterans.
That's awesome.
That's
man.
awesome.
100%.
Let us-
Besides
let us help you.
$175 a year.
Right.
Let us
so
help
if you
you.
have anything, you watching this and you're a veteran, contact these guys, man. If it's just even hang out with somebody.
That's right.
You don't have problems, but you like, man, I really don't hang out. My circle's tight. Call these guys up, man. Let them hang out with you
that's
for a little bit. Come down here to the distillery. They'll bring you out. Have a Manny
That's right.
Fresh.
Chad, who we got next week?
Next week we got Derek Brok from Blacklist Jiu-Jitsu. Gonna come out here, put an arm bar on your ass. It's gonna be lit. You better watch it, boy.
know, man.
Hey, you know what? He might not go arm bar. He might go like Khabib did and just put you in a triangle.
Jesus Christ.
You
You
saw-
breaking boards
You saw it,
and
right?
stuff. Yeah,
I know you breaking
I'm
boards.
with you.
I know you've been breaking boards lately with the Cajun Ninja, but this dude's about to be breaking your arm if you don't tap out.
Please don't break my arm, man.
No, we got a board for him to break too, but that's gonna be later on.
I'm gonna be cool.
So that's what's happening next week right here. It's gonna be between the barrels.
All right. Well, we once again appreciate y'all coming
Appreciate
out, man.
appreciate y'all
appreciate
service,
Thank y'all for
guys.
having us.
Everything, man. I feel like we got friends for life right here. It's awesome.
Absolutely,
Yes,
y'all.
indeed.
It's awesome.
Let us know when we're doing the next cook-off. Well, from Between the Barrels and Spelt Liquor Productions, we out.
Boom. That's a wrap. Cheers, y'all.